What's going on, y'all? I want to welcome y'all back to the Raw Report. And in today's episode, I'm going to talk about when that weight hits different. We've all been there. You wake up heavy and you just can't explain exactly what it is. And I'm saying when that weight, it's spiritual warfare, but when that weight hits different, it's just you wake up and you drain and you don't know why. It's like you've been fighting overnight. You thought you was asleep, but you really didn't get no sleep. You didn't wake up refreshed. Your body feels like lead. Your mind won't stop running. Your mind just running, and you got a lot of stuff on your mind, which you should have been resting, but a lot of stuff is just staying on your mind and it's weighing you down. You feel like you're doing everything right, but it's still just, you feel wrong. And I'm here to tell you, like I've been telling y'all, that's not just your mood. That's spiritual warfare. It's not always loud. It's not always dramatic. Sometimes that pressure, that weight that you're feeling that you can't trace, is spiritual warfare. And like I told y'all, I didn't think it was a real thing. I thought it was just something that's made up. But if you can't put a finger on that thing and it's constantly happening to you, you might want to tap in to really see what I'm talking about. At least go do some research for yourself to find out that this thing is a real thing. And hopefully it can start to pull you out of that rut that you're in so you can start to move different. The reason why most folks miss it is because they think that the pressure or that weight that they're feeling means that they're off track. And I'm here to tell you, it don't mean you're off track. It actually means you're actually on track. Maybe you had started reading your word. You start trying to do some more positive things. You're doing stuff that's breaking away from your norm. And when you're growing when anything grows, there's going to be resistance. It just comes with it. It's going to be resistance. And not sometimes, not a little bit of time, there's always going to be resistance when you're growing. It is what it is. And I'm here to tell you, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. That feeling that you feel, we've all been through it. We're all still constantly going through it. It's just different levels of it. But you have to get used to it. You're basically, at the end of the day, you're wrestling with your old self. Your spirit man wants to rise and live the way that you abundantly live, the way you're supposed to live, but your flesh wants to stay comfortable. But they're wrestling because in your soul, in your spirit, you know you don't like the way that you're living. But your flesh is comfortable with that. But something about it is just off to you. And like I said, the fact that you're starting to read your word, or the fact that you're starting to disconnect from the old way of living, the enemy don't like that. So at the end of the day, there's a tug of war happening. That's what the wrestling is. That's why you're waking up drained and feeling all heavy, because he's not allowing you to rest because you're trying to move away from what you've always done. And I'm here to basically point it out to you. It's not laziness. You're not lazy. It's spiritual friction. Your spirit man is fighting with your fleshly man. It's not, well, I guess it could burn you out, but it's not burnout. It's more of a breaking point into something better. You're trying to shake off. You have to let that old man die. The old version of you. You have to let that die so you can move forward. But you have to be willing to draw yourself closer to God, because you can't keep both. You can't move forward doing both things. Being comfortable with the flesh and trying to do spirit move forward with your spirit. It don't work that way. It just don't. It's like straddling the fence. You can't straddle the fence and walk. You got to pick a side, and you got to go all in on one side and stay there. Galatians 6:9. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap. We don't know when that season is, but in due season we will reap. So don't grow weary because you're trying to do good, because this all of a sudden this spiritual attack is weighing you down, got you. Basically, you're in a fight to find your peace, to get back to peace. And the fact that you're in a fight to get back to peace, it's not gonna be easy. Like I said, with growth comes resistance. So what do you do when you're in a fight that you can't see? You start to get clear. You have to get clear. So that means stop pretending like you're fine. You're not good. Everybody can see you're not good. You even know you're not good. But you have to name that thing that's holding you down, that's holding you back. Stop walking around like you're numb to it, because you feel it and you know it's there. But if you keep doing the same thing and expecting the different results, that's the definition of insanity. You have to be willing to do something different. You got to stay grounded. And when you sometimes, more times than not, we need other people to help us before we even stay grounded, to help us get grounded. So that means you need to tap in with somebody who's already walking the journey to be able to help you to find your ground so you can start to stay grounded. Emotions, yes, they're real, but they are not your GPS system. They're just not. You're, think about it this way. You're not what you feel. You're who God says you are. And if I'm being honest, we should move on emotions no way. We just shouldn't. Like, emotions, yeah, you get the feeling, but you shouldn't react off emotions. That's what women do. And I would like to say, yeah, it's my opinion. I don't know if everybody else feel like that, but all that trying to tap in with your emotions and all that, let the women have that, bro. Let them do their thing. But you can't move off emotions. You need to move off with strategy. You got to put a real strategy together. Because just because you feel a certain way, don't make it right. That's part of the spiritual warfare. It's not about being perfect. It's not. It's really not. But you have to move with some type of intention. That's where the plan comes from. You have to be intentional about your growth. You can't keep moving off impulse, which is emotions. And I feel like in today's world, there's too many men, young men, even old men, I guess, with too many emotions. And I feel like I'm not telling you to ignore your emotions. I'm just saying they can't help you move forward. You got to move forward intentionally. You got to address that thing like a warrior, not a victim. Because when you're moving in emotions, you basically saying you're a victim. It's just my opinion. I'm just saying. But you need to pray through that thing. Ask God for clarity. And so you can start to fight smart. Because now, once you start to fight smart, you can move with intention to, for lack of a better way of saying it, get your get back. But if you fighting a war with the wrong tools, you go always lose. You fighting with emotions. Cut it out, man. That's all I'm saying. Cut it out. But another thing you need to do, you need to be still. Psalms 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Sometimes the most strategic thing you can do is just pause and don't do nothing. Just sit still. Just do nothing. Sit alone with you and God. Sit alone with them thoughts, because a lot of times you don't want to sit with your thoughts because you know just like God know everything you've done. But that's what you got to do, because you got to sit with yourself so you can clean some of them negative thoughts up. I just want to say, you're not losing. You're not losing. You're being shaped. I'll say it again. You're in a spiritual warfare. Now that you know that what you're up against. We're fighting from a place of victory to begin with. But if you don't know what you're in, you don't know the fight that you're in, yes, you would assume you're losing. You're assuming you're losing this fight because you're fighting fleshly and you're fighting culturally. A lot of that stuff is out of your control, so you're fighting something that you can't even control. But you can control your spirit, man, and how you see things spiritually. That way, you're definitely not losing. You're being shaped. God is shaping you, but you have to be willing to go through the weight of the journey. You're not falling apart. You're being refined at the end of the day. And I know it's hard. It ain't the prettiest thing. It don't feel good. It's lonely. It's everything that you've grown to do and the people you do with. Don't nobody understands you when you're trying to move in a different direction. But don't let that silence fool you. God does his deepest work in quiet places. So how do you expect him to help you when you are around all this noise? Everything is just noise around you. You're on the hamster wheel, you're busy, you working, everything is just noisy. You got to find a quiet place and sit down somewhere. Stop trying to push through everything just blindly. Your strength is not going to help you in the spirit world. It's not. I don't even know if it helps you in the fleshly world. But keep lifting your weights, I guess. But what I want to say is, before I let you go, you have to pause. Like I said, you have to stop. Pause, name whatever it is that's weighing you down. Stop trying to, like I said, walk around numb and act like it's not there. You know it's there just like I know it's there. But you got to name that thing. And then once you name it, you pray through it. Once you pray through it, then you move with intention. You move on purpose to whatever it is that you're chasing, or whatever that thing is. You move intentionally on purpose to get there. And you'll get there. But you have to move intentionally on purpose. You can't just assume, like a lot of people, opportunity or prosperity go come knock on your door. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. And like I said, I'm on here trying to tell y'all because I feel like I found the way that's different than what culture teaches you. Like I said, I ran the streets and do it all. I did all that. I did everything that you're out there trying to do. I've done it, and it's not the way. So I just wanted to come on here to tell y'all today. Like I said, the weight is not yours to carry, for one. But when it hits different, and you know you need something different, sit still. Tap in with God and ask him to be honest with him. Be honest with yourself, because you can't be honest with God if you ain't honest with yourself. You got to name that thing so you can pray through it and you can start to move it with intention. That's all I got for y'all today. Like I said, y'all tap in with me with the Raw Kingdom Warriors. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want my newsletter, hit me up on the in my comments. I'll be able to send you the newsletter. I'm out here trying to let y'all know, man, it's another way. There is another way. And until you get your perspective right to understand that there's more going on than what you see with your natural eyes, you basically go stay lost. And I'm trying to wake y'all up, man. So y'all already know what I like to say. Stay real, stay raw, Stay grounded in your faith and walk boldly in your purpose. Till the next time, y'all. I'm out.